Changing an anti-vaxxer's mind can be nothing short of exhausting. The medical lies come quick and dirty, while proven science is mistrusted and ignored. It's a scenario one former anti-vaxxer, Heather, knows all too well. Take a look.
I went from being a hardcore anti-vaccine activist, convincing people not to vaccinate their children, to now wanting to vaccinate my daughter and getting the COVID vaccine for myself. About 2 years ago, my husband and I were trying to get pregnant, and that's when Facebook had an ad pop up for this huge docuseries about vaccines. And we decided there's no way that we were going to vaccinate after that. So then I got pregnant with my daughter. I truly believed that if we vaccinated her, she would die of SIDS. If she survived, I believed that she would develop autism, allergies, probably childhood cancer. I discovered this entire world of anti-vax parents on Facebook, started posting my beliefs. And they would get hundreds of thousands of votes, and I would wake up to 25,000 comments, and these hate groups started forming about me. And I just took all of that as validation that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. I even decided to dress as the measles for Halloween with the caption, I was trying to think of the least scary thing I could be, so I became the measles. That photo went viral. People started sending me pictures of their children that have died or their loved ones that have died of the measles. And that was a turning point where my heart and my mind did not exactly line up. And I was thinking, we should probably vaccinate our daughter. So then COVID hit. I spent the past year in lockdown watching my friends' parents pass away, watching people my age pass away, and all of that made me decide to get the vaccine. People were listening to me as if I was a doctor, and it makes me cringe to look back and think about the kind of influence I may have had.
Heather joins us with more of her story. Welcome to the show, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
This is a remarkable story because you were at the forefront of the movement. I mean, you were leading the anti-vaxxers. What happened when your social media followers and your friends got wind of your new outlook?
It was so bad. I got so many hate messages. They said I was, paid by the government to spy on them. All of these crazy conspiracy theories popped up, and they just mass unfriended me. It was insane.
And I just want to clarify, before you saw that documentary, were you getting vaccines regularly and then that changed you?
Yeah, I had like a tiny cut from a piece of old jewelry, and I went and got a tetanus shot without thinking. I got my flu shot the year before I got pregnant. I mean, it all started when I was about to get my flu shot, and my friend's mom called me and said, hey, I saw someone walk backwards after they got their shot, and so I think you should be careful. And that was like the first seed that was planted. I was like, okay, that's really dumb, but it just kind of
but it got you thinking. It got you thinking.
I mean, Heather and Dr. Nita, this whole topic, the contentiousness between the two groups, vaxxers and anti-vaxxers, it's been politicized. It caused polarization of people who normally, get along very, very well. And I am so glad we're having this conversation because we're not through it yet. And I think you coming forward like this is so powerful. You changed your mind. You're giving us the reasons why you did and how you worked your way through it. I love it.
I do too. And I'm curious, what's it been like trying to get others to abandon their distrust of the COVID vaccine and just other vaccines in general?
Because I came from such a strong anti-vax background and now I'm vaccinating, I was surprised. I've had people reach out and say, hey, I saw your story. I'm thinking I'm going to start vaccinating my kid. Now, I have seen that the COVID vaccine is harder to convince people because the misinformation is so rampant on social media. It's getting tons of shares. But I have been able to point people in the right direction, and I have seen some people get vaccinated after that, which is pretty cool.